How to sell. It doesn't matter if you have an online business, a shop, or you're using your own skills to make money. You need to sell these services, and it's not always as easy as people think. Sales are the lifeblood of every business, regardless of what you're selling. It's not as easy as most people think. In this video, we'll give you 12 tips on how to sell more and close the deal quicker. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe and like this video, as every week we bring you more great videos about how to make money. So let's get going. Number 1. The first thing you're selling is yourself. Forget about the product or service. If whoever you're selling to doesn't like you, they're not likely to listen to you. Make sure you know your product and present yourself well. Every business owner should be well versed in all the features and benefits of what they are offering. If your business offers many different products or services, then you may be missing out if you aren't fully aware of what's available. That includes knowing about the availability of delivery dates, repairs, and your aftercare service, so you can answer any queries on these aspects. You'll also need to know about competitor offerings, so you can set your product or services in context. Be the salesperson you'd buy something from. Number 2. Listen, then talk. There's a saying that you have 2 ears and 1 mouth, and that's the ratio you should use them in. Bad salespeople can't get over how amazing their product is, and they won't stop talking about it, and they go on and on, some hardly taking a breath. Good salespeople listen to what their clients are saying. They pay attention to their clients' needs. 3. Know who to sell to. If you're selling something that costs 10k, don't try and sell to a company whose budget is only 2k. The common mistake salespeople make is trying to sell to anyone and everyone. Make sure whatever you're selling fulfills your potential client's needs and is realistic for them. Do your research on the person or business you are selling to before you step through the door, send an email, or even write copy for your website. Work out what your ideal customer looks like. Are they male or female, between 18 and 30 or older? How about their income? Do they drive? The list is endless. But if you could pin down your ideal customer, then selling either one-to-one or writing copy should be easier. If you sell to companies, then you should know the complete history of the relationship between your company and the customer's organisation. That includes what they have ordered in the past. If you have a new product coming out, you will know instantly whether a person or company would be able to use it, so you can contact them. Which means not only keeping notes on each customer, but also building an email mailing list from the start. Number 4. Set a clear but flexible objective. Meeting a customer without an objective is like doing your food shop without a list. You're just wandering around hoping for inspiration. Your objective is not just to create a relationship with that customer, but it is, of course, to sell. But you'll need a fallback objective too, so prepare some alternatives. For example, settle on a smaller order, or even leave a product on sale and return. Your objectives must be realistic. For high-value items or services, your objective might be to persuade the customer to undertake a cost-benefit study on their solution. Number 5. Ask for the business. Closing a sale should be pain-free and simple, not gimmicky or complex. If you haven't unearthed all the client's unspoken objections, and if the benefits aren't necessarily relevant to the client, then the close will need to overcome this. You may still make the sale, but you'll be doing it the hard way and with more uncertainty. Finally, once you've got the sale, stop talking. Less experienced salespeople can sometimes talk the customer into changing their mind after they've agreed to buy. Never make that mistake. Number 6. Overcome their objections. There are few certainties in sales, but one thing you can bet on is that the customer will have objections. The best advice here is that you should never take objections personally. The customer is not objecting to you, they're usually objecting either to their need or to some aspect to your product. Once you understand that, it's easier to put their objections into context. The trick is to probe until you understand their specific objections, and often it will really come down to just one thing. So identify and articulate that specific issue, then put it into perspective and give your counter-argument. 7. Follow up quickly. More sales are lost due to salespeople failing to follow up than probably any other thing. Fast follow-up is essential at every phase of the selling process, from prospecting to the closing of the sale. Follow-up should be part of your daily routine. The worst way to start your day, And the best way to waste time is arriving at work in the morning and trying to figure out whom to call and what to say. By planning which people to call back and scheduling automatic follow-ups, you can erase the headache of scrambling for numbers and information. If you log your calls and make quick notes about what you've discussed, you'll know exactly where you've left off, so you can avoid repetition and focus on what will move the deal forward. Number 8. Believe in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, how do you expect anyone else to believe in you? The rule still applies. People buy from salespeople first, and then the product and the service second. This also applies to believing in the product. You need to be enthusiastic, not over the top, but you need to love your product so the customer sees the benefits for their business or personal life. Number 9. People are naturally suspicious. There's a saying that there's a sucker born every minute, and therefore most people are moderately sceptical on any offer that seems too good to be true. They seek to avoid risk. You can never predict the level of suspicion any person might have, so it's usually best to back up all claims with evidence, such as testimonials, survey results, endorsements, test results, and scientific data. People like to see, hear, touch, taste, or smell before they buy. Some people never buy online because they can't examine the merchandise. Some items, such as books and CDs, are tangible and familiar enough to sell easily online because there is little doubt about the physical quality. Other items, such as clothing or food, may be harder to sell, at least until people have a satisfactory buying experience, because quality may be variable. Think about how people buy things in stores and ask yourself if there is some element in that sensory experience that is missing from your sales message. 11. People are always looking for something. Love, wealth, glory, comfort, safety. People are naturally dissatisfied and spend their lives searching for intangibles. At its simplest, writing good copy is a matter of showing people how a particular product or service or cause fulfills one or more of their needs. How will your product or service make their life better? Save them money? Make them money? These are the things you should be answering and sharing all the time. Number 12. Keep it simple. We belong to a networking group, and one of the things is always mentioned is the KISS mantra. Keep it simple, stupid. Don't overcomplicate your pitch just because you want to sound more knowledgeable. The mark of true knowledge in anything is how well you can explain to the average person. Keep your pitch simple and under 30 seconds. Practice your elevator pitch. The key to selling successfully is to think about the person you're selling to. Make your approach about their needs and think about how they will feel after the pitch or the meeting. Sales are the lifeblood of any business, whether you call it business development, account handling, or client relationship management. The principles are the same, but there's a fine line between success and failure, as you'll only be too aware of. We hope these 12 tips improve your chances of closing any sale. That's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and don't forget to look out for the next one in this series. Please remember to subscribe and click on the bell so you'll be notified when the next video comes out. Good luck with earning money, guys, and remember, you can have results or excuses, but you can't have both.